Today is an exciting day. Today the kit for the 944 has arrived. It's all packaged up and we're gonna get it out and get it on. There it is in a box, a small box and a roll box. Of course, it's just it's all the materials to make a body kit. Unfortunately, it's never that easy to just buy. Well, it is. You could buy one, this one, and then we have a whole lot of fiberglass. Oh, that's making me itch just looking at it. That should keep me going for a while. All of this, the resin, big tub of that. This, I think, is the gel coat, is it? Gel coat, gone for white. Got the wax spray and a filler for the gel coat, just in case there's any imperfections, which there probably will be. Catalyst. Got a few little rollers. And obviously some mixing cups. And a lid. Don't forget the lid. Always need the lid. Well, this box smells exactly like a boat. It's crazy. So there it is, all the stuff we need to get onto there to make our kit. I'm going to get started. So I've chosen this side to start with. I think it's probably the least amount of work to get right. Unfortunately, I've keep on doing this. I put the car outside for like a night or two with a cover over it and everything, and then it starts shrinking. All of the foam underneath goes bad. So I've got a bit of work. I can feel like massive lumps in there now. Bit of work to do on that. And then what you got to do after that, for the moulds, you got to lacquer them up, buff them all up to nice and shininess, and then go from there. So now I've got to get back on the bodywork. I can't believe it. But I'm only going to do a quick job. A little bit of a skim. Doesn't need the primer because we're going to lacquer on top. After running the black powder stuff over the car, so that's all of the damages, all of the parts where the car's shrunk being outside, all the black bits. So what I did was I went over with all the black and then rubbed it down gently with a fine sandpaper and just showed up all the things that weren't there before. So got to fill those, rub them down, and then we get to the lacquer part. But until then, gotta keep on rubbing. Here we go, a couple of evenings in, back to where we started. The arches are now roughly good. I think if anyone ends up buying these, it will come with a disclaimer saying bodywork required. It's I don't know, I'm starting to think, well, let's see how the fiberglass goes, right? Anyway, tomorrow I'll get the lacquer on, and then it's got to be all tea-cutted up to high polish. I can't do that tonight because I've run out of thinners to clean the gun out afterwards, so I have to go buy some tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Other side's not looking too shabby, so once I get this side primed, I'll give that a light rub down, lacquer that side, and then hit it hard. I think got all the materials to go, sitting over there. Let's hope so it goes right. We're now with lacquer. I didn't film it because I had all the setup ready for a spray gun and I was missing the spring out of the spray gun, so it just leaked straight out of the gun onto the floor. So in manic craziness trying to get it on the car, I pulled the roller out and rolled it on, and yes, it wasn't my finest hour, so I thought I better not film that. I mean, it's gone as you'd expect as using a roller, so now I've probably just made it harder work for myself. See, that's dry, and then I have to give it a rub down, and then I have got a new spray gun on the way, so tomorrow when that arrives I'll give it a blast with an actual spray gun. But it looks quite shiny. It's like when they lacquer up the old patina. Not quite the same, I suppose. We're all waxed up now using the R5. Apparently 2 coats of that, buff up, and we can now start putting the gel coat on. I've done a little end plate there, just because, and ready to go. Now, got the gel coat there, needs 2 coats of that with the hardener, and then fiberglass. Right, here it is, the moment everyone's been waiting for, the starting of the fiberglass. It's going to be harder than I expected with one arm. Ow. Oh, fuck. So this is the gel coat, which will form the nice smooth part of the mould, while the fiberglass strengthens it all up. Obviously before this I've put all the wax down, and hopefully it'll work. I've never done this before, so I don't even know if I've put enough hardener in this gel coat to make it actually go hard. That'll be the next issue, won't it? I'll be scraping all this off. So if you're wondering why I only have one arm at the moment, I took the Toyari out for a nice drive, and the battery went flat after I'd left the lights on. And when I come back to it to move it, I ripped a tendon in my arm just trying to push the thing. Went pop, and that was the end of that. Hence the reason why now I have time to do this, because I can't go to work. Which is every liner. Although I don't think I should really be doing this either. In now, 2 layers in, and I've had to put in my old jig to try and push up the arches because they just weren't holding. I don't know whether the gel coat had gone off completely or what, but getting in a right old mess. Need like a mile long table for this job. I don't know what it's going to look like. It's looking a bit rough around the edges. I mean, this I was hoping for it to be nice and straight, so that it'd be like the mounting point, but it doesn't seem to be going that way. So that might have to get trimmed off and then just sort of bond it in. Who knows? We'll see when it's finished, and then I just got to trim around the bottoms. I think it's safe to say that Fiberglassing is not my preferred choice of anything. It's gone terrible. The tools weren't completely clean from the second layer, so the third layer was terrible trying to get it all on because all the tools were all mangled up and dry and stiff, and I hadn't got any more to replace them with, so I'm just going to leave it there for tonight. That is sort of 3 coats minus a small section down there. I think this is just going to call this test 1, because somehow I don't think it's going to work. After the fiberglass is now cured after a day, it's now time to remove it. Hopefully it's going to come off in one piece. How much of this we have to use as well? Obviously that's back to front. It says gel coat filler. Only a little tin, so hopefully we haven't got too much issues behind. Now is the struggle of getting it off. Also, my little jig that I put in the arch has sealed itself to the fiberglass, so that's another issue that I have to take off. Let's see whether I have to do it again. Stuck on there. Got myself some little rubber wedges. Well, plastic, but as good as, I imagine. Get a bit of movement. I mean, this isn't ideal with one hand. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. This is the point I realised that one hand to try and pull off a mould that is sealed on tight is not going to happen, so I give up. So the doctors have now allowed me to take my sling off, but I still can't really pull on it. So I just thought I'd trim up the edges, and hopefully that make it a bit easier. Everything's loose now apart from the wheel arch, where it's like pretty much bonded to all the crap that I didn't actually smooth off, and it looks terrible in there anyway, so I'm just gonna have to cut it right along the edge, get it all out. I don't think this is going to work, this one, so this is hopefully I can repair the arch underneath. It would have been nice if that was there. Oh, it would have worked really. Bit of fillers come off there. Let's sand down. Right. Well, we learned from our mistakes. Wasn't prepped enough. Get outside. I mean, it's lovely and smooth. Just it's all around the edges. It's no good. No bueno. But that, I can cut that. I could cut all of that. That's not needed. It's just, I would have liked a bit of a wheel arch, but I could repair that. You never know, it might work. I do have some gel coat filler. What do you guys think? Is it worth a try? So I tried to repair the arch. I put an inner liner in so I can butt up against the fiberglass to that, and got the old filler out. But I don't know if it works or not. I'm going to give it a go. Really didn't fancy repairing the wheel arch, so. As you can see, I am just wet and drying the last of it down. Make it as smooth as possible. I've given up my filling now. It'll just be a case of shit. I'll get the filler out the other side. 2 coats of wax, now the gel coat's going on. Right, this is it. We are going to have a finished product by the end of today. At least one of the, well, this rear wing. Two coats in the fiberglass. The resin is actually white, so now I don't know, I suppose it looks crisper than having the resin sort of clear colour. Just looks more neater. Pretty happy with this. I'll just have to see how it turns out, I suppose. So we're not far off finishing, really. Once that's done, I can remove this up here. Remove all of that, take the inner arch out, and then start fitting. So while I stand under the car, waiting for everything to dry, I guess this is it for this one. Come back next video and I'll pop out the mould and get it fitted. Obviously like, subscribe, and see how this turns out. There it is on the floor. See you soon, guys.